And we're back. This is Elliot Serrano and Jose Melendez coming to you from Dreamland Comics in Schaumburg, Illinois. Thank you for joining us here yet again on CCW TV, the Comic Culture Warrior video channel. Mr. Quesada, this has to be the worst cover ever for a book that's so good. I just had to say that. This, you talk about loud covers. This says nothing. I'm sorry. And the creative team on this book is being done an extreme disservice.
Yeah, why they couldn't have an awesome cover with Doom like in the middle with like the X-Men on one side? Why couldn't they do that?
Yeah, it should. Yeah.
You know, have Alan Davis do it. Somebody. I mean, even Romita Jr. I mean, he did this cover, but he could do something awesome like that.
Way better. I mean, well, look at. I mean,
if you put Doom, the X-Men, and Black Panther.
Yeah, like here, even.
I mean, even that's a little bit better.
Yeah.
But this is the first issue.
All right. So anyway, moving on. I just had that one last little bit of outrage because, this is a really good book. I can't believe, how good it was. Moving on to DC, like we said. What is the thing that's going on in DC right now but The Blackest Night? And looking at Green Lantern number 51 by Jeff Johns and Doug Mahnke. The Green Lantern 50 came out, and
not too long ago.
Not that long ago, and you had that really cool, again, Parallax is back, and now in issue number 51, you get to see the big battle between Parallax and the Spectre. And I'm reading this, and one thing I think you pointed out to me is there was no inker on this.
There's no. Usually there's like 5 inkers on Green Lantern. I think they just colored Mahnke's pencils. Unless he just straight inks himself. I have no idea. But it looks really rough though. I mean, you could tell that it wasn't really ink tight. But either way, it's good. It's good. But yeah, there was no inkers on here.
This continuing the whole Parallax issue. And how the Spectre kind of fits into the whole of the Blackest Night saga. Because the Spectre, Wrath of God, Vengeance of God, he's got to fit in somewhere. I mean, something's got to happen. And this book kind of goes and answers that question. A whole bunch of holy shit moments in issue number 50. I think same here. Moved along. I mean, this is pretty much balls to the walls action in this, and then of course, kind of a neat cliffhanger.
But this was the cliffhanger to
it's been the cliffhanger several times.
Couple months.
So I guess the question that you posed, I know you posed this question or said something to me before we started taping this, is what was the point of this?
Right. And so a lot of you guys think that we love DC, and we do love DC, but when they deserve some criticism, I'll be more than happy to provide some criticism. All right, so we talked about this on the boards a couple of videos ago about how in January there was no Blackest Night issue that shipped. Instead, what they did is they rebooted a bunch of old series, and that took the place of Blackest Night number 7.
Right.
And the rumor was that the reason they did this and why it was so quick to throw it together is that Ivan Reis was falling behind on issue 7. Mm-hmm. So they wanted to give him some more time to draw it. And I'm wondering if because of that, Green Lantern had to, run in place for an extra month to catch up for that. And that's exactly what this issue felt like to me. This issue and last issue, even though issue 50 was a double-sized issue,
right?
It almost felt like it should have been just one double-sized, like one huge double-sized issue, because nothing really gets resolved in this issue. Right. And it seems like this whole Spectre thing is just to kill an issue, because it doesn't really need to be done. It doesn't solve anything.
Yeah, but by the time when you get to the spoiler alert. Because by the time you get to the end of this, you're kind of going, wow.
You're right back where you
Yeah,
started,
right back where
like
you started.
2 months ago.
Right, like why did we even go there? I mean, was this to show that what would happen if the Spectre's on the board and then you take him off the board? You know, because ultimately it turns out that the Spectre is powerless against the Black Lanterns. He can't do anything because they, quote-unquote, have no souls.
Right.
So he can't really judge them. And you run through all the possibilities. You know, they're saying, well, the Spectre can't be a Black Lantern. He really, because he's the wrath of God, he's the wrath of God, he should be a Red Lantern. So we get to see a page and a half of him as a Red Lantern. And then he's like, no, I'm not, your rage. I'm not the wrath of the Red Lanterns. I am the wrath of God. So that doesn't apply to me. So maybe, I know it's like Jeff Johns kind of using this to explain everything. And yes, again, like I said, a lot of really cool holy shit moments in here. And there's a lot of action and a lot of cool stuff happens. But again, it just seems, as you said, it's just stuff happening for the sake of happening.
Right.
You know.
And we complain about that happening in other comic books, and, I'm going to complain about it here, because this just felt like, again, when I got to the end of it, I'm like, I'm right back where I started. It just felt like this story was meaningless. It almost felt like it was. And I know that they...
Like we haven't left the Savage Land yet.
Exactly, exactly.
We haven't left the Savage Land yet.
Exactly. Yep.
And those who saw our Secret Invasion reviews know what we mean.
But then they kind of throw this whole thing in with Hector Hammond, because something happens to Parallax, and Hector Hammond's like, oh no, it has Parallax. And Hector Hammond is going to be the villain in the Green Lantern movie, I believe. Oh, okay. So I think that's why they're throwing him back into Green Lantern. So when the movie comes out, he'll be back. Yeah. But again, like they don't even show Hector Hammond. They just this weird thing happens with Parallax, and they're like, oh, there's something that we're not going to get to probably for another 6 months.
Pulling a bend.
At least. No, seriously, I think that's what's going to happen. Because you're like wondering, like, oh my god, what's going to stop Parallax? And he's just like, oh, something did, and we don't know.
Yeah. I will say one thing as a positive, though. Okay, this book was $2.99.
Yeah.
And oh, wait a minute, what happened back here? Oh, look, it's a preview. It's a preview to one of the first wave books. And there's some preview material back here, and which is fine. And did you get charged extra for it? No.
But I mean, if you like Green Lantern, and you like this, and you like the story, and you like the action, you like seeing this Spectre's face get ripped off, you're gonna love this issue.
That was kind of a cool moment, though. That was one of the holy shit moments. It's like, whoa! Literally, the Spectre's face gets ripped off. It was pretty cool.
By his eyelids, too.
Yeah, and then at one point...
Now, I have some problems with that, just as a retailer, because, if a kid's going to read Green Lantern and he sees that, that's pretty fucked up. But I'm not really going to get into that, because it was really wow. DC's really just pushing the envelope with, the not label anything mature readers.
Yeah, and that really has been one of the things that some folks have been mentioning, too, yeah.
And no, we're not prudes. You brought this up before.
No.
This is just, especially from a retailer standpoint, it's like you really should warn it, because when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Was it completely unnecessary? Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. They should at least put a T for teens or something on there. Because, I mean, you expect Green Lantern to be one of the more innocuous titles, and it's been far from that.
So yeah, but, running in place, not really getting anywhere. Blackest Night #7 comes out this week, so we will finally, hopefully, get to that next level, because you have been waiting for 2 months for an issue of that.
We want to just get things moving again.
No, but no, Doug Mankey art, it's nice. A lot of action if you like the action. Just didn't really do it for me. I just kind of let down by this issue.
Yeah, the last issue was... It's I mean, don't get us wrong. The last issue was really good. And had the last issue not occurred and it was just this issue, that would have been really good.
Right. But it should have been just one issue.
Yeah, you didn't need the both.
Which is, I'm kind of thinking what originally was intended.
Yeah, they're probably... Yeah, we got to, buy some time.
Decompression, people. Not good.
No, not good. All right. So, yeah. We will criticize DC when they merit it. When we come back, we will have Last Rants. You know you'll love it. We'll see you then.